From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte. There were sounds of celebration coming from Tel Aviv Saturday as residents wait for hostages to be released from Hamas captivity in the Gaza Strip.
U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and President Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, Ivanka Trump's husband, who helped negotiate phase one of the ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas, addressing the crowd.
We're not going to celebrate tonight. We're going to celebrate on Monday when the phase one gets into conclusion.
Marcus Moore, ABC News, Tel Aviv.
Meantime, Indigenous rights activist Mesquassen Agnew returned to Canada Saturday after being detained by Israeli forces earlier this month while trying to bring humanitarian aid to Gaza. Canada Post workers will resume mail and parcel delivery on a limited basis next week as rotating strikes begin. The Canadian Union of Postal Workers ended its Canada-wide strike, which lasted more than 2 weeks, with the rotating strike model starting early Saturday morning. The Premier of Manitoba is calling on the federal government to drop its tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles in order to get China to lift its tariffs on Canadian canola and pork. Premier Wab Kinew says in a letter to Prime Minister Mark Carney he believes protecting Canada's vehicle industry is important. But he adds the country's approach to the matter, quote, has created a two-front trade war that disproportionately affects Western Canada. Kinew says one vertically integrated pork producer in his province is reporting a $19 million negative impact on an annual basis due to the sharp drop in prices. Researchers at the University of British Columbia say the world's first mushroom-powered waterless toilet is now in use at the school's botanical garden. Project lead Joseph Dahman says researchers are hoping to see these kinds of toilets used in countries where lack of sanitation is a problem.
According to the UN, somewhere around half of the global population lacks access to adequate sanitation, and this is a leading cause of mortality worldwide, are the pathogens borne by waste that's, sometimes done in pit toilets or even just open defecation. And so really, there's a tremendous application and need for these technologies.
The Myco toilet is expected to produce around 600 liters of solid and 2,000 liters of liquid fertilizer a year once operational. And reaction continues to pour in after the unexpected news of the death of Oscar-winning actress Diane Keaton. Keaton's co-star in The First Wives Club, Bette Midler, says in an Instagram post Keaton was, quote, hilarious, a complete original, and completely without guile. Keaton died yesterday at the age of 79. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Winnipeg Jets beat the Los Angeles Kings 3-2 in NHL action, while Edmonton beat Vancouver 3-1 and Detroit got past Toronto 6-3. The Milwaukee Brewers beat the Chicago Cubs 3-1 in the fifth and deciding game of their National League Division Series. They now advance to the championship series against the LA Dodgers. Toronto Blue Jays manager John Schneider says shortstop Bo Bichette is making progress as he recovers from a left knee sprain. Schneider says the roster decision for the American League Championship Series will likely go down to the wire.
To say everyday availability would be best case scenario, yeah, that's pretty easy. But I think it's weird time crunch with the series starting tomorrow and him having to check some boxes here today too.
Jays right-hander Kevin Gausman will go to the mound for Game 1 in the American League Championship Series on Sunday. From the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.